Hi and welcome to AFTV. I have lead judges with me. Listen, I had to run upstairs because I heard the racket you were making in this studio. I'm even at the start of a question. I just want to know what's made you so angry from this game.
Just the incompetence of everything. Just what I'm seeing. Yes, it's pre-season, but listen, we're getting things wrong on the pitch. Yeah, we know that, but it starts from we're getting things wrong off the pitch as well, and that's why we're getting the same players making the same mistakes. Yeah. Listen, nothing's changed from last season. It's still the same forwards that are not scoring goals and not firing. We've still got no creativity in the midfield. And unfortunately, what I'm seeing, and I know it's only pre-season, you can go down that road. We've got 5 days left of the season.
So is it still pre-season then, Lee? It's only 5 days left. Like, listen, that's what people are going to say, but is that a fair enough argument to say, listen, it's only pre-season, season doesn't start till Friday. Do you think Brentford are worried about us this Friday?
Not at all. And listen, when you go into pre-season, what you want is to see your team at the end of pre-season, like which is today, thinking, do you know what? We've got a chance of doing something. A little bit of hope. I do not see that with this bunch of team and this squad and manager and everything about it. I have not seen no different. We are actually going into 5 days left of the transfer before the season starts. 5 days. We've got. When Leno went down injured today, I'm worried because we've got no backup goalkeeper for that, right? Yeah. I look at us defensively at set pieces, weak. Dele Alli should have scored twice today from that. We then let Song, who's their best player in their team at the moment, free in the box. So all those things there. Now I will take a little bit of consolation that Ben White had gone off by then and all that, so I get that. And that's when you can say it's pre-season. But I have watched Arsenal for 38 games last season, see them come in 8th, and I've turned around and said, we need creativity in the side. We need creativity. We've gone a whole summer last season chasing a player in a while, right? We've not even gone in there once, 5 days left of the season. You know, I'm looking at people from off the you know, like, let's just talk about, forget about it on the pitch at the moment. Let's take it from the people off the pitch. I'm seeing mistake after mistake from them. How many more times in pre-season are we going to go back and say we're not ready? We're not ready. How many more times? And then you go into the season, well, what do you expect? And I understand people will turn around and say it's pre-season and all that like, but what I'm seeing, I want to see hope. I want to see belief that Arsenal can do well. What I've seen with the pre-season, or the whole of the pre-season, we've got no chance of finishing in the top 5, and I see no improvement whatsoever from the team last season to now. In fact, I see it weaker because there's no Odegaard, there's no Ceballos, there's no Ryan.
Yeah. Can it be changed, Lee? Can it be changed? If more signings come through the door in the next week, do you think?
Of course.
Yeah?
Every Arsenal fan, I don't care what that, knows that we need creativity. Every Arsenal fan knows that we needed to bring in signings. When you finish 8th in the league, Arsenal Football Club, something's got to improve. Now, if you're not going to improve it with the coaching staff, right, you have to improve it with the players. And that's not been done. You know, we have crying out today, watching that game, no creativity, lack of goals, lack of firepower, lack of ideas from a front three is beyond belief.
We had Aubameyang and Lacazette both in the same side again, and like you just said there.
Were they there? Did Aubameyang play today? I'll tell you what, I'm going to say something about Aubameyang, you know, like that Højbjerg is having a go at Arteta. One player. One player comes over and drags him away. There should be 7 or 8 doing that.
I agree.
Not one.
I agree.
And that's one player everybody slags off. Where's the captain? You know, if they'd done that to another team, I'm telling you that now, if that was like Arsenal in their prime, the championship would never have happened. There'd been 5, 6 over there, there'd been a melee. That's what you want to see, a bit of everything in your team. I just see it's pathetic. It's pathetic what I'm seeing at the moment. It's pathetic off the field and it's pathetic on it.
And you don't think anything will change, like you just said there, going into the season? Because I don't believe so. I think Tottenham today were at it. The mentality was different to what we were.
Cecil, let's get this right.
Go on.
Tottenham are in disarray at this moment in time. They've got their top man, their talisman, not wanting to play.
And that's who we're losing to.
And at the end of it, they've still got good play and they're in a lot of trouble. Today, much better than us. More organised. Why? Why have they improved from last season? Because they haven't spent a lot. They've got a new manager for a start, a new coach, new ideas, freshening things up. I don't see a freshness in our side whatsoever. The only thing that's changed at our football club, love and behold, is a new kit. Yeah, and that is the only thing that's changed. I don't see nothing freshened up from up front. I don't see nothing freshened from the midfield. You know, Partey's injured at the moment, so we're going in with Shaq. I'll tell you what, the one plus of it, Lukonga looked very, very good.
Agreed.
Very, very good. But as I said on the watch along, and I say it again, you're now relying, Arsenal Football Club, this great big club that's moved to this fantastic stadium, are relying on a 19-year-old kid who turns 20 in September in Saka, a 21-year-old like with a number 10 shirt on his back, with big stamp and target on his back in Smith Rowe, and now a 21-year-old from Anderlecht who's coming over in his first country. That's who you're relying on to take this club forward. And that ain't acceptable. Where are the other players? Where are the players that we need?
Where are the senior players? Where are the experienced players?
We've made one signing, that is going to improve our team. One signing. And basically, I'm going to say this now, we was the third best team in the league defensively, one of the worst teams creating that I've ever seen at Arsenal and goal scoring shy. What do? They go and spend £50 million on what we was the strongest at last season, which did need improving. And I'm got that. Ben White, by the way, done well today. But ultimately, when you go into pre-season and people can go, oh, it's only pre-season, it's sort of like that. What you want to see is improvement. Something that's going to say, do you know what? Oh, I'm looking forward to going. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see that. Now, I'll go back to when this has been Arsenal's worst season, Cecil, right? Worst season, 94-95, right? And I'll be honest, I was in America at the time thinking, oh, no, great that. I picked up the paper, Dennis Bergkamp had signed for Arsenal. Straight away, then I'm excited. I am excited about a game of football and a season. Right? But I'm not excited about this. And I've got an idiot like Josh Kroenke saying that excited. I'll tell you how I'll be excited. I will be excited. The only thing that excites me about him is to put me in a room with him for 10 minutes and I'll be very excited afterwards. Like, you know what I mean? Tell him a few untruths.
I hear that.
Because he's disgusting what's going on at Arsenal Football Club at this moment in time. We've not improved whatsoever. Now, at the end of it, you have to be really honest that, Mikel Arteta has turned around and said that the club's backing him. Backing him what? Backing him into a corner? Are they really backing him? Or is he being lied to, or is he lying to us? Because certainly we need to bring in some players. Now, it's a great point, and I take this on board. It is until the end of August before that makes it. But I get that. And I really do, and I believe. But when you come 8th in the league,
2 years in a
row, I think you don't wait till the end of that transfer window. You get your business done and you make sure you're ready for that first game of the season. Now, I'm telling you this now, Brentford is going to be a really difficult game. Really, really difficult. Don't know how that's going to go, if I'll be honest. But I can tell you how Man City and Chelsea games are going to go. And then we've got a League Cup tie in that, and then the transfer window. So ultimately, we could be in a it's like saying it's like me and you having a race, right? Look at you, look at me, right? I'll tell you what, I'll give you 10-yard start on me. You know what I mean? You're going to win anyway. You're going to win anyway. Why would I want to give you a 10-yard start?
Is that how you feel Arsenal? That's where you feel they are right now?
Yes, because they've not done the business when it mattered. Get the players in that you wanted, get the creative stuff on it, and go and try and get off to a good start. I look at Manchester City like yesterday. I know it's only pre-season, but I'm looking at them and going, I'll tell you what, if Chelsea sign Lukaku, they're going to try. I fancy him to win the league.
Yes, so do I. That's what I said to one of the Chelsea fans.
And that's only in pre-season.
Yeah.
So other teams have got to do the business, but ultimately Arsenal are not third, and they didn't come runners up or win the league last season, right? And they've gone and spent their money, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, and we've what I want to see Arsenal. You have to look at, that Tottenham should have won today by about 3-1. What real gilt-edged chances did we?
We didn't. We had a lot of the ball in spells.
Lots of the ball.
But we didn't really do
And
much
I'm going to
with
be
it.
honest, look good with that. But we looked like that last season. There is a little bit more shape and a little bit more fluency to that side. I think that we have done that. And I'll be honest, what I watched today was what I've watched for 38 games, doing well up until the final third and then it breaking down.
Right.
But why have they not addressed that? Like, you know what I mean? Why have they not addressed it?
It's frustrating. It's the most annoying thing.
You know,
it's the most annoying thing.
It is. And until they sort that out, that creativity side to our game, and I'm going to say this now, a big worry now, Aubameyang, 6 games in pre-season, hasn't looked anything like the player that we
At all.
have. Nothing
At all.
like the player that we see. So ultimately, if you're not going to score goals, you're not going to create goals, and you're going to concede goals from set pieces and open play, there's only one thing that's going to happen.
So there's more problems than just the creativity. That's just the main one right now, but there is more issues that Arsenal need to look at.
Listen, I'm going to be... The frustrating thing for me is I think that if Arsenal were to sign 2 top-class midfield players, right, I think Arsenal would have that would help, that would then get those forwards firing a little bit more because they're not getting the service, you know, as much as they should be. You know what I mean? I watched it today, in those little pockets where you just need a little bit of creativity, we didn't have. If we improve on that, it may then improve on the attacking side.
Okay.